good afternoon. Now that we can sort of settle down,
Settle
let's
down.
get serious here. No silly antics. Three Sisters Knit, episode 83.
Yeah.
I'm Sheila. You can find me on Ravelry as Shishi62.
And I'm Margaret, and you can find me as Magpie60 on Ravelry as well.
Yep. So it's been a couple weeks, and I have a few things finished.
Yes.
Margaret's been working
I've been working on
her socks.
Yes. So let me get started because
started.
you've got a lot
I have
of things.
Few things.
So I did bind off this first sock, so I finished the first one.
So, yay!
The only thing is I did the binding and it's too tight, so I've got to take it back. So I decided, well, I'll just get started.
May as well get the second one started.
So that's what I've been doing.
Yeah.
I've been working on that. And again, I'll put it in the notes, but it's the one I talked about last week. The yarns from
Cozy Knitter.
From Cozy Knitter is Huga. Yep. So that's what I've got.
Yeah. So yes, and she started working, so she doesn't get have as much knitting time in it now. So
yeah, but I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try what you had said that other woman does, where you just like set a timer. But generally, what I've been doing is in the evening. After dinner, when I'm sitting watching TV, that's when I will actually do my knitting.
Well,
it's just, it's free
well, then
time,
that's fine. Do it that way.
I'm not gonna be working.
Yeah, because once you've done your amount of editing, you don't want to be doing so, and that's great because that's
nice.
Doing
vanilla,
circular vanillas. That's a good way.
Stripes,
I saw a thing, and they said what you do is. To help you start knitting without looking is you know how it feels. Start knitting a couple stitches and just sort of close your eyes a little bit and do a stitch and then see how it looks. And then
I occasionally will do that, but it's sort of training myself to be able to
do
that.
It is absolutely something
training.
You have to train yourself to do.
I tend to kind of go in automatic mode, and so I'll either sit and do this, and then I'll stop and watch some TV or whatever I'm doing. But it moves very quickly.
It is. Vanilla socks are great for that because you are just going around and around.
Yeah, and that striped, you feel like, oh, I'm really
making something. It makes you feel so. You feel accomplished. Oh, I'm new. Next color.
Yes,
it's an exciting thing. That's the one fun thing about striped socks. Yes, really fun.
So I'll just keep moving on that.
Yeah. So I've got a few things done. First, I'm so
excited about.
I know. I'll show you. I have finished both of my test knit socks.
I love this. So, first of all, I love the colors, the contrast colors that you chose.
They're called Penny Mac.
Yeah. And
the designer is I think she's called Woolen Knots on Ravelry or Tucker Dury. And I know it's a great
so
pattern.
Pretty.
It's very repetitive. Once you do it a couple of times,
a few rows, you kind of get the sense.
It's an 8-row pattern.
Yeah. So once you do
the pattern two or three times, you sort of get the idea of what you need to do.
Yeah.
So it's so simple, and very repetitive. What is it? Potato chippy is what they kind of say.
Yeah.
So it actually knits up very fast.
Yeah.
It knits up very fast.
And I love the contrast colors that you chose.
Contrast colors are great.
Yeah.
This is Emma's yarn in Nailed It. The main color.
I love that name.
I know. Well, you can see there's sort of the gray with the rusty color in there. So that looks, and this is Cardinal by Lake Yarns, I think. Lake Knit Yarns.
Yes.
Which is in Ajax.
But I know that you have all that information in your, if you go on Ravelry, the information
I have it all on my Ravelry page.
And I've actually already included it in the description from the first time that you talked about it.
Okay,
so,
that's good. Yeah. That's good. So, and that ended on last week on the 29th.
Yeah.
I finished them on the 30th because I only had to have one sock done.
Yeah.
So, which was fine. I gave her all the information, but even when I finished them, once I got home from the cottage, because I was at the cottage for the weekend, no internet. So I updated everything, I weighed everything, and I just I figured it all out and still sent in all my information and everything. Yeah. So that was first. Then I just last night finished my stripy ones, which I love these. They're so bright and colorful. And I did these 3 are not part of this. These are just 3 that I picked out, and I thought, oh yeah, I'm going to throw these ones in, right? So I decided to stripe them. I did them the same. I just did like 5 rows of each color, and then started knitting. Then I did like the purple one I did use just for the heel, and the dark gray I used for the toe. So that's
again, I really like the color choices.
They're
because
so bright.
They really, like, these options really ground the brightness of this, but they still, but they don't like dull it.
Take away from it. No. I love this. I may have enough to make myself some ankle socks.
Oh, that'd be good.
So I'm going to have to definitely use like something for the cuff, something for the heel, and something for the toe.
Yeah.
But
oh yeah. Oh,
but yeah, I'll make myself.
Oh, look, it goes with my shirt.
Oh, I know. It
goes with everything.
With a lot of things.
Yeah.
So I really, really like that. So those are done, and then I actually finished my grandson's crochet blanket.
Yes.
So it is done. I only did 1 row of border for it, but it is. Let's start at that end, and we'll just sort of bring it and show you the colors across.
Okay.
As it sort of move it across this way a bit. There we go. So these are the colors. It's all just nice and stripy. So what I did was when I blocked it. I washed it and blocked it because I wanted to make it as big as I could.
Yeah, I've noticed that the holy bits are more open, which is great because it just gives it a really it just gives it, I don't know, it just makes the colors blend even more, I find.
Yes. And one of the things I did was I would use blocking wires the next time. I did not. I had a lot of pins. A lot of pins. It worked out well that I have a mattress in this room, just one that like I could throw on the floor if the kids wanted to sleep on the floor, sort of thing. It's just a little 6-inch mattress. And I stuck it in that and I let it weight itself down, but I had to then go, oh, well, I have to pull the bottom as well. Yeah. So it's like almost wrapped the mattress because I had it stretched a fair bit. But it was really good. I washed it in one of the ones, one of the ones by Tuft Woolens. Yeah. So
it smells really nice.
Well, that's that one you gave me. Yeah. That plum.
Yeah, I can't remember what it was called.
I don't know, something plum.
But it smells nice. Like not
I didn't want it too overpowering.
Yeah, it's not. It's just like when you lift it up like that, it's like, oh, that's kind of nice.
Yes. It's got a nice little waft to it.
Yeah.
So this is great. It just knit up, like crocheted up so fast.
Yeah.
Because I think like in 6 weeks it was done, less than 6 weeks.
That's fantastic.
So I've done that, and he's going to be very excited to get this for his big boy bed. So that's
awesome.
Yes, that's him. But when we were here a couple weeks ago,
when I was here a couple of weeks ago, excuse me, the boys were here, and you said, "Why don't you pick out some yarn and Annie will make you some socks?"
Yes. So this is Tynan's. I think it's called Firefly.
I don't know. It was
what something
it's
like
called,
that. Where did the label go? Yeah. Oh, the label is just in that bag with the red, green, and it's in there. So it should be in there. It's Plucky. It's their sock. You just bring me. Yeah, that's it right here. Yeah, that's the label right there.
Yeah.
So it is the Plucky sock, and this one is lightning bug.
Lightning bug.
They call it lightning bug.
Because this came with a couple of different skeins, didn't it?
Yes, it came with this one as well.
Laugh Out Loud?
I think that's Laugh Out Loud.
Yeah.
And then there's this
Technicolor Teal.
Technicolor Teal, which I'm going to do the toes and heel in this.
Oh.
And I'm going to do, this is Eli's one. He wants this one. Like, look at the colors. So I'm going to do the teal with that one as well.
Yeah.
And then there was a pinky one.
Yeah, there was a pink one. Oh. I figured because it's called Hotsy Totsy, which is an awesome name.
That's that one.
Oh,
It's like so vibrant.
That's a Margaret color.
Yes, it is. So they're only, I think they're only 50 grams.
Yeah.
So
they're just,
yes.
Yeah.
But that would be cool. Like even that would go
oh my gosh,
so
that would be
well
beautiful.
together, right?
Yeah.
Like it just, the colors are all so complementary.
Yes.
And even this green with this one.
Yes. They would all work. It just sort of like goes by your taste, which is very cool.
Yeah, so I just thought that for their little boys, so for heels and toes, they're going to have dark.
Yeah.
Because this will be light enough as it is.
Yeah.
So, but that's, so I've started on that. I'm doing the Rose City Rollers.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Just for them.
They tend to wear ankle socks.
Yeah.
And these ones have, they have a children's pattern as well. So I'm doing the children's pattern.
Oh, right.
Children's size sock and not the adult one, trying to figure it down.
Yeah.
They do have a children's size one, so.
That's great.
Yep, so that's what I'm doing. So I've got one started. I actually started one. I was doing the larger size. I thought, no, I'm going to do the next size down. So these are like 48 stitches.
Okay.
So, and I'll do the next size up for Eli, I think. But I'll see how these fit on Tynan. And I'll get Eli I'll just see how they fit on his foot.
Yeah.
And then decide whether to do the
which size to do.
56 or the 56 or the
48.
48, yeah. So
yeah.
But yeah, so that's one of the things I've been working on.
Nice.
As well. I literally just started that last night. So this one it's my cozy memory that I'm doing for Eli. I've done a few more squares. Nice. As you can see along here, I've done a couple. Is it? No. Yeah, it's along here. I've done, I finished this color. I've done this one. And I've done this one. I'm now, I'll be starting with this color next. So I've only got 2 left to do on here. And I said, Eli, once I finish this, will this be big enough? No, I want it really big. Okay. So what I'm going to do is, I still have some yarns. I'm going to do big squares all the way down one side. Yeah. And that's all I'm going to do. Now, mind you, I think I need 10, but there's one row where I'll have to do just like 2
that'll
small
actually
ones
be really
across.
Funky.
So I'm going to do that. I'll do them all, and then maybe like right here.
Yeah, I think just like in a random place. I think that's a really cool idea.
Yes, and then I'll just do 2 smaller ones.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That'll be nice.
It is. It's a decent size.
It is
it's
a
not
decent
small.
size.
Now, Tina's is definitely bigger.
Yeah.
But, I'm going to crochet an edge. Yeah. And then I'm sewing.
You could maybe do a bigger edge.
I could do a bigger
give it
edge.
A little bit
yes.
More
I could definitely do a bigger edge, and I probably will.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to sew just a sheet, an old sheet, onto the other side. Yeah, because I think it'll look better. I don't like the back of this edge.
Yeah, even when you sew it in.
Yeah, there's still bits.
I don't know. There's something about it. It just
isn't right.
It isn't finished.
So
nicely.
yeah, it isn't as finished. So that's why I'm gonna sew a sheet on the back, because he's a very warm, sweaty little boy. So it'll just protect the back, and it just looks nicer. Yeah. So, but yeah, that's it. So I've done a lot of that. So that's that. And then I've had this yarn, and it's been sitting here.
I know. I love the colors.
It's been sitting here for a while. We got this.
Notice how similar these colors are to the ones you just the plucky colors that you.
Oh, I know. But this one I didn't know that, because this was given to me.
Yeah.
By Woolen Women Fiber.
I love these colors, and I love this yarn.
Yeah. Samantha and Andrea. Andrea is PH Dyer. And so this is her Flossom colorway. And I absolutely love it, but I still hadn't made anything from it. And I'm like, I need to make something from it. So I went on, and
I love the nubbliness of
I know. It's slubby yarn. I love it. Yeah. It's still fingering weight in between all those slubs, right?
But yeah, it's just, I love like in here how the slubs are color.
Yes.
Whereas in the solids, of course, the slubs are the same color as the solids.
So I'm going to make a hat, and I think I'm going to go, I think it's called College Bound. by Christine of Chelsea Yarns, because she has her own slub yarn.
Yeah.
And she does, she used it for the hat.
That would be really cute.
So you use the slub and you use a mohair. So I just so happen to have this bright pink mohair, which I know it's not as bright as that one, but I think it'll still look quite nice with it.
Mm-hmm. You can start knitting and see what you think.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And the pink will kind of tone down maybe some of the colors.
Yeah.
But I found this pom-pom, which
in your stash,
in my stash, which actually is going to go beautifully with it.
Yeah.
So if you look at it's just going to go. Ooh, there we go.
There. Yeah.
Yes, it's going to go beautifully with it. So.
Yeah, that'll work.
So one of my granddaughters will get this because they will absolutely.
Oh
they love my hats.
Yes.
If they're going to wear anything that I make them, it's going to be a hat.
Yes.
So, and I just happen to have 6 grams left, which is about 48 yards or meters of this from a previous project.
Yes.
That I used it for. So that's what I will do together.
In the queue.
That's in the queue. But I'm really trying to focus on getting some things done. And so I'm I want to get this cozy memory blanket done. I really want to get that done. So I'm going to focus on trying to get that done and these little socks for them and things like that. So just little things. So because that pair of socks shouldn't take me more than a few days.
No, it should go fairly quickly. And it's funny because I look at your cozy memories and I think, I made myself that pillow because I just. Basically, I ran out of steam.
Work.
I ran out of steam. I was I just got bored, pretty much. I just got bored.
It is.
So that's why I thought, well, if I could crochet, because it seems to go faster.
It does.
That's why I wanted to learn to crochet, because I thought all these little bits and bobs that I have left over, it would be really nice to use them.
Oh, and making the magic knot balls. It's one of the best things, and I literally when I made them, I lined them all out because I wanted the colors to sort of blend in a way.
Too. Yeah.
So
yeah, they blend really nicely. So that's kind of what I would like to make myself something like that. And just not lose interest. And just feel like I'm still the thing.
The stripe blanket, the crochet granny stripe blanket. It's so easy.
Yes.
It's really, really nice. I really liked it. I whipped it up so fast.
Yeah.
Crochet in some aspects goes so much faster.
Yes.
Than knitting. Especially even using the same size hook as you would needle. It just makes a huge difference.
Yes.
Makes a huge difference.
That's it's something I really need to focus on. Yeah. So maybe.
But you also use a third more yarn though.
Yeah, I realize that. Crochet does use up more, but that's fine. That's fine. I just need to make myself a magic knot blanket and or ball and then
you can do this one of the things they were saying I heard about, I haven't tried it, when doing a square, a granny square, is when you go around and once you join, don't go around the same way, go back the other way.
Yeah, I've heard that.
Yes, and it helps keep it more square. And not start doing this, because I find a lot of mine, they start to sort of pull out more at the corners and the body tends to sort of curve in a little bit.
Yes.
So
yeah. Well, once I learn how to do it, that it's just exactly. I don't know. I just don't know why I don't.
It's all wrist movement. It really is wrist movement. 1, 2, 1, 2. I'm fingers and
I'm not worried about my wrists at this point. I'm trying to remember. Does this go in here or do I pull that out there?
I know. A lot of the time you just go in between the stitches. You don't actually go into the actual little
you've shown
stitch.
me stuff, but it doesn't. It's not
takes
sinking
a while.
And I'm not doing it. Like I was saying to Sheila, I work on it when you show me, and so tonight we can sit and we'll try something, and then I try it that night, and I may take it home, and the next day I'll work on it a little bit, and it's not looking right, so I stop and I don't do anything with it for 2 more weeks.
You know what? That's fair enough.
Yeah,
that's fair enough.
Yeah,
but don't forget there are all those.
But there's
lots of YouTube stuff, and they can show you too. If you're feeling
so I just need to get back on it. But,
yeah. But you've got a lot on the go. The last thing you want to do is be looking up on YouTube.
I'm trying to get back into my artwork as well, because I kind of let that slide, and so there's just a lot of things that, you know, there's not enough hours in the day.
Never. That's for sure.
I was saying this today. I can't believe we're heading into the middle of July. We're more than halfway through the year already. And like, where's the time going? And I keep thinking, I'm wasting all my time. So like, I'm not reading as many books as I want to read. And I'm not knitting the projects. I'm not learning to crochet, and I'm not painting and drawing and stuff. So, you know, just I hate the idea that I'm wasting time.
Like, boom, boom, boom.
You know, I mean, now that the weather's nice, I am going out enjoying like walks.
Oh yeah,
a little bit of time with friends and such. But I just feel like I'm not doing as much as I could be.
Yeah.
So
my husband's rebuilding our deck.
Yes.
So he's pulled all the boards off, and they're loose, but he's had them sort of flipped over and just sort of laying there. So we're semi-using it. Yeah. But now he's cutting the boards, and he's just placing them on right now, getting the old ones off and putting
positioned,
just to get it all positioned, and then he'll start like screwing them all down. Once we get.
Yeah. Well, that's a good way. Get it kind of all planned and then organized, and then it's stages. So. Yeah, and I don't really think I have much else going on.
I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
I don't really have an awful lot other than that. There's still, like, I have a thing up there I wrote down 2022. I've got 2 things I'd like to make.
Yes.
They're still on the list, and I had them on the list last year.
I don't feel so bad then, because I always feel terrible because I come in and I'm like, well, what are you going to talk about? Because I only have one thing.
And she's like, and I'm like, oh, I've got this
and this. And she's like, oh, well, I've had this on my list.
I find having a list helps keep me somewhat focused.
Yeah.
Somewhat focused. It's like Erin, Bling Your String, she does the crafty bingo.
Yes.
And it helps keep you focused. Yes. Saying, okay, well, I want to do this, or I want to do that, and I need to do that. And you can place them all in your bingo spots, and once you get a row and all of that sort of stuff, right? Yeah. Which I've done it the once.
Yeah.
And I really enjoyed it, because she also gives you, like, she wants you to comment she's got the thread in Ravelry, and she wants you to comment on other people's things and just
like
all that,
interact.
And show and be interactive in that. And she picks a name every month, and she usually gives them a coupon to her Etsy store.
Yeah, that's wonderful.
So,
but it's kind of it's a good way, like you said, to stay focused.
Yes.
And I know.
And it helps keep your projects organized too. Instead of coming to the end and like maybe you've worked on a couple of projects and you're like, I don't really have anything to work on. Where do I go from here?
Yes.
Right? Now I know I don't use Ravelry properly, because there's lots of ways to use it. Like they have your queue and I use the library. I use the projects.
Yes, that's the same with me.
That's pretty much all I use.
Yeah.
I go into the testing pool to see if there's anything I want to test knit.
Yeah.
It's a great way you get patterns. It's a good way to challenge yourself.
And it's a good way to stash dive.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, because I really am. I haven't really bought any yarn in a while. I'd like to, because from test knitting those socks, we got a coupon code to her shop. So I bought something I put in the coupon code and I got the pattern from her shop. So I don't have anything that's Erin weight. So now I have to go shop for Erin weight yarn.
That's nice. Something to look forward to.
Yes, because I looked at that. It's a narrow blanket, maybe a couch blanket, or a nice one that just fits at the bottom of your bed. It looks really, really nice.
It does look nice, yeah.
I'd like to do that, and it looks like something you could even just almost like a shrug, almost like a wrap.
Yeah,
like a wrap, because it's rectangular, so it's like a wrap. I thought it would be so warm and cozy. Or I could put it on the back of a couch.
Yeah, Yeah,
it
or
would
on the
just
back
be
of a
good.
chair.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it would be really nice like that.
It's got some nice texture patterns
Yeah.
in it, so
Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to looking that
And now
sort of
you get
stuff.
to go shopping.
And yes, now I get to go shopping. I know. I've been thinking of going to Yarn It.
Oh, definitely.
Because she also has some really awesome bags. She's got like the suitcase craft travel bag.
Oh.
I don't know what they're called, but I see them on her Instagram and I'm like, I want one.
Yeah, it's nice if it just sort of looks like a suitcase and nobody really knows.
Yes. Meanwhile, and I also want to get a needle set. I want to get another needle set.
Yes.
And I have a hard time with this because they always have the needle set starting at about 3.5 to 4 millimeters. And then they go up to like a 9 millimeter.
Yeah.
Those are the Canadian sizes.
Yeah.
I'd really like it if they had one that started at like a 1.5 to 2 millimeter and only went up to like a 5 or a 6.
Yes, I know.
I'd like it. I'd like
if you're
sort of
an avid sock knitter, a needle set is not. You're never going to go use your needle set. Yeah, because that's what I've noticed.
But even doing sweaters and stuff like that, generally you're using like a 6 millimeter.
Yeah, you don't really go up
anywhere
much higher
from
than
a 4
that.
to a 6 millimeter.
Yeah. Yeah.
Unless you're getting into the chunkier yarns, then you get into the bigger ones. But I'm generally using fingering weight.
Yeah, but I can see what the companies that make the sets, it makes more sense for them to just pick the middle range. And then people will just buy the 1 or 2 at either end.
But I know, but that I just like, because I know
it's almost like it would be nice if they also made needle sets, like you said, that for the first.
Because they do a sock setting type size one where they're small. Yeah, like from a 1 to a 1.5 millimeter to maybe a 3.5. Yeah, millimeter. That you can get a small one, or you can get the bigger one. Oh,
because you've got needle set already.
I do have one.
So why not just, because you make a ton of socks.
I do. I make a ton of socks. Yeah. So I'll have to see. I don't want the 9-inch, and I don't want those little teeny needles where I need to hold the needle.
You want like a regular,
like a regular circular needle. So, but I don't usually. I only use one size.
Yeah, I know.
Generally, right? Yeah. I think I should really get maybe a couple pairs of 2s. Yeah. 2.25s, 2.5s. I wish I have several 2.5s. Yes, I have several 2.25s. Yeah. I would like to get more 2.75s. Yes. Because I do get that. Some patterns do call for that, especially if you're using like a sport weight, which is just like a heavy fingering. Yeah, it's somewhere between the fingering and the and so the sometimes you use the 2.75 for that. Mm-hmm. So yeah. So I don't know. I need to go shopping. You need to go shopping. I just need to go shopping. Well, Yarn It's a really cool. It is. It's a nice little shop, and we can often go and visit our dad because he's literally down the street. Down the street, yeah. It's in his town. So yeah. So we'll just have to see. Yeah. Anyways, other than that, I think that's it for today. Yeah, I think it is. I think that's everything. I'm really hoping that the next time, in another 2 weeks, I will have a finished pair of socks to show you, and perhaps something that something different I'm working on. Yes, I'm gonna. One of the things I need to start working on is that top, that purpley top I was working on. I'll start getting that. I'll bring that out and start working on that as well. Yeah, definitely. So see if I can get a little. I'd like to wear it this summer. Yeah. If not, I'll wear it when I go down to Florida. Yeah. So that sounds like a plan. Yeah. So we will see you in 2 weeks. Yes. See you then. Yep. Bye for now. Bye.